And the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down now, Pollard. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here's Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Now Pollard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the option, Mahomes will run it. And some space here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. Run for Pollard. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Off the option, that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Holding.
Down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Pollard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, down right around the 25. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes.
Oh, man.
Not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Travis Kelce.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to air one out. The ball kicked in the air and intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Come on with the bullshit.
Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets it here right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens
is going to shit right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far. The game plan all week long.
Run.
Get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This time Jackson will throw it. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on this.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Mahomes now to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Terrell Edmonds. Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, what you gonna do, buddy? Shit. Run the ball. Or not. That ain't gonna help you. Reset.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back to the end zone. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right.
Jackson and
Come
the
on,
Ravens
D.
come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's brought down.
Come on, man. You got to plug that hole sooner.
35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Shit.
They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
What?
The point of attack.
Let's do with that.
And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise. When the
Okay.
ball's not
Come
where
on
you're
the same
supposed to
formation
be.
the whole drive. All
In
right.
this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Yep.
Under pressure here.
You ain't got that much time, though, dude.
Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Four wide receivers. So...
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right.
Oh, good one.
Oh, he finds
Good
his
one.
running back open downfield. And he will have
Why did I go out that
down
way?
as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
QB option.
They'll run on 1st down. Lowry, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go play action with Jackson. Going for it all.
Damn it.
And it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
That was supposed to... Nah, I had the left side.
There to make the
Motherfucker.
grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means
All right.
is either just winning with height or even speed. They use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Mahomes opting to keep this one. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I'd love to just strike out a touchdown right here, and if it's a moving play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some plays, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their break, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 27, Mahomes. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was in a
Come on, y'all. Don't just fall apart on me right now.
You certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Down, Pollard. And he will take it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Tony Pollard, 54 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their
speed kill.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
All over his ass.
In the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's complete to Brown, right?
Yeah, buddy.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And now in that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I end up with a fucking... Wow. Wow.
Barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
You dumb motherfuckers, twice! Pick the fucking ball off, man! Come on!
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
That's twice.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Rohrwasser on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And 5.
Here's Pollard again.
Oh, fuck, I spun the wrong way.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes gets this one to
There you go, big guy.
Chiefs first down.
There you go, big guy.
Down conversion. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now we give here to Pollard.
Jeez.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this.
There you go. There you go, guys.
1st down pickup of 18 yards.
He hit that motherfucker. He was trying to hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, come on with the bullshit. Should have launched it.
Tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. It left it just short.
All right.
Good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been two-score. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that game like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Number 7.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little.
There you go. Good shit.
For the defense there, they forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Play action, now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Ravens, it's Hollywood Brown. Marquise
Ah.
Brown, 54 yards.
Okay.
And the Ravens are an extra.
So I know I can't make a 55-yard, right? 53 is about the max I can get, so I need to get to the 13-6 yard.
Wisnowski set the kickoff.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
I just think it's about
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Alright, how we doing this?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce.
There you go, Kelce.
Down near the 20-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run left with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Going to run again here with Pollard.
Ow! Let's go!
For a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
Hey,
and the Chiefs
yeah.
have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would like to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get
Hollywood done burned us twice up there.
This is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence. Hey, let's get down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to...
Got him. Gang time, baby.
It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Game time, baby.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
And they will take a knee here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 7-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Thank you.